On to the National Football League. Let's check in on the Monday Night Football game. It's actually a better game than I thought it was going to be. Better game than it was when we were talking about it about 30 minutes ago.
Yep.
16-14, Lions are up on the Raiders. Come on, Josh Jacobs, baby, I need you. Who do you like in this game? I know it's already been going on, but
I mean, on paper, it feels like the Lions are the team to beat here.
also the Lions are wearing atrocious uniforms.
Yeah,
those
suck.
are terrible.
These suck.
I just don't think I love the blue helmet with the gray uni.
I don't like. The most offensive part of it to me is just the gray on gray.
Okay.
It looks college to me. Honestly, the Lions have bad uniforms altogether. Oh, wow, that's really close.
Wow.
Giving it to them.
Nice. In other news from the week, the Vikings beat the Packers 24-10, but at what cost? Kirk Cousins has a torn Achilles out for the season. Might have played his last game with the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Hate to see it, and we know we've all talked smack about Kirk Cousins from here and there. The dude can play a little bit. He's not good in primetime games. The Cowboys have the same problem with Dak Prescott. It is what it is. It's I don't think I've been hearing Ryan Tannehill's name being thrown around. As a Vikings fan, I'd rather have Nick Mullins play. I think I don't know if I want Ryan Tannehill playing.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It is really tough for Kirk though, going into or he's in a contract season right now. Going to be a free agent at the end of the year.
I don't even know where they go from here. It's like from the quarterback standpoint. What do you do? Do you? I mean, who's even out there? Like Tom Brady's not going to come back.
Yeah. Do you just throw in the towel and just play with the guys that you're at? I mean,
maybe.
I don't know.
It's just the trade deadline's tomorrow.
Exactly. So obviously nothing's come to fruition yet.
And what are you really going to get unless you trade someone like Justin Jefferson, which you're not going to do?
Well, yeah, you're not going to
unless you can get the right quarterback, but that's not going to happen.
No, but you don't acquire like a star quarterback at the trade deadline. It just that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, can't even really think of a free agent out there that would be worth it. So they're just going to be stuck. I feel like they're going to have to deal with it. Injuries happen.
Hear me out. Justin Jefferson for Trey Lance. Who says no? Who says no?
I mean, you're trading an injured guy for a healthy guy.
I like the upside.
Yeah,
I like the upside. In other news, the Broncos, shock of the week, right? Beat the Chiefs 24-19. Chiefs had 5 turnovers, 3 by your boy Patty Mahomes.
Yep.
I think this is the first time that Patrick Mahomes has lost to the Broncos in his starting career.
I think you're right. That's an ugly one. I mean, 5 turnovers. That's crazy.
I heard he had the flu, I think, the day before, days before. Clearly, he's not Michael Jordan. No flu game for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, right.
Did you see did you hear about post game? Because this game was in Denver.
Uh-huh.
They started playing Taylor Swift.
That's pretty good.
That's the level of pettiness that I am here for.
I love it.
100%. I love that. Yeah. Hilarious.
Oh, that is pretty good.
In other news, how about them? They beat the Rams 43-20.
Pretty big win.
This is one of those rare games for me as a Cowboys fan that I didn't really ever worry throughout the game. There was just no point where I was like, ooh, I don't think the Cowboys got this. They pretty much from start to finish handled this game in all 3 phases. They had pick 6, Bland's third of the year.
Yeah.
Third pick 6 of the year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought the offense played good. I thought Dak Prescott played good. Special teams had a block punt.
They did it all.
It was really good.
What was it, 33-3 at one point?
Yeah, it was
something like that.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And a little surprising. Obviously, I picked the Rams. I think it was +6. Way off on that, which I can own.
Yeah.
The Cowboys won, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I just, Sean McVay, I always assume that he's going to kind of find a way to make the game interesting, given the fact just how good of a coach he is.
Right.
Wasn't the case today, or not today, yesterday.
Yeah.
Dak played well. CD Lamb had a career game. I don't know if he's had a game better than that so far.
He did have a monster game.
So,
I mean,
and I think it was the perfect game for the Cowboys post-bye.
Yeah.
You come in, you just look,
they looked as good as you could.
You did what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And then especially this Sunday playing the Eagles, that's going to be
a
tough game in Philly. It's always hard to play in Philly.
Yeah.
And it's always hard to play the Eagles in general. Cowboys have 11 straight home game wins. 11 straight games won at home.
Yeah. That's
impressive.
Good round, yeah.
It's impressive.
That's as all you want to ask for as a fan, like win on your home turf, you know, be a tough place to play.
It's after the Niners lost, they've won 3 straight, and they've really needed that, because that Niners loss, and I told you, that week for me felt like a year. I'm sure for them it felt like worse.
Yeah.
And they've really come out, and yeah, they probably beat up on some bad teams, but you can only play who's in front of you. I hate that narrative where it's like, yeah, the Cowboys beat up on bad teams, and yeah, they do. And when they play good teams like the Eagles this week, it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah.
But you can only play who's in front of you. It's just, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't play the Chiefs every week. You can't play the Niners every week.
Right. I mean, I don't even think the Rams are that bad. They, you know, the Cowboys made some plays, and the game got out of hand really quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Rams just suck, you know.
No.
And then, I mean, they beat the Chargers in a tight game a couple weeks ago. I can't remember who's in between, but yeah, I wouldn't take any of these wins for granted.
I'll take every win.
Yeah,
100%.
And I think it's actually good timing for them to be going into this Eagles game to kind of, you know, maybe refocus and realize that they're gonna have a tough opponent ahead of them.
Because I know what I'm gonna think coming into this game is it's the narrative of they can't beat good teams or even have good games against good teams.
Right.
After what happened 3 weeks ago, it's like, or 4 weeks ago, you got to think, like, if we don't come in here and at least give the Eagles a good game, maybe lose by a field goal at the end,
Yeah.
people are going to be like, oh, same old Cowboys.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They lost to the Niners and the Eagles. They're not going to beat them in the playoffs. Because the Cowboys, at this point, I mean, I know there's still a lot of games to play, but I would assume either the Eagles or the Niners, will get to it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the Lions at this point, or not. The Cowboys aren't going to have the 1 seed.
Right.
I would think, as of right now, if I put my money on it.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you have to go to these places and win, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's the only way you're gonna get it. You're gonna have to beat some teams that are ahead of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think a lot of people believe they can. I'm not, given what I've seen the past couple of years, I'm not sure either. So we'll see.
But that's why you play the games, baby. Right?
Playing the Birds is always tough. This week I will not be rooting
Birds.
for this. For this week I will not be rooting for the Eagles. So that's for you. No, I think
Finally, it took this.
It took about 8 weeks, but I'm finally here.
It took the Cowboys playing them for this to happen? Unbelievable. Who would have thought? Moving on to the 49ers. They have lost now 3 straight games. Lost to the Bengals 31-17 just the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact. I don't even know where to start, what to say. It's
the Cowboys game, seriously, I said last week, it seems like it was fucking months ago.
Yeah. It's really just confusing to me. I don't know if they're just not good now, or and like those first 5 weeks were a fluke, or if they're just in a funk. I mean, the defense hasn't really stopped anyone for the last 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Even the Browns were able to run the ball pretty well. Kirk Cousins then shredded them the following week, and Bengals had no problem moving the ball on them last week.
Joe Burrow had a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy. Like, what do you think about Brock Purdy right now?
It's a little concerning for sure. I don't know if he is just in a funk or if he has absolutely lost it, and he's completely come back to earth. It's really confusing. I mean, he went from being for those first 5 weeks he was
MVP candidate.
Yeah,
front runner.
Sure,
maybe.
Yeah.
No, candidate.
Yeah, and I don't even really think about it like that. It's just he was just the conductor of the offense. Yeah. Because even last year, it felt like a flash in the pan potentially. It seemed like he got away with some things, but the first handful of games this year, he was money. Like he was actually carving up defenses.
Fantastic.
And now all of a sudden, it's things have just really changed, and I don't know if it's just teams are scheming differently against him now, and he hasn't adjusted, or does Kyle Shanahan need to make the adjustment? But there's been some very questionable decisions by him. Like that second pick he threw yesterday, he did not see that linebacker at all, and he stepped right in front of that pass, easy interception. The first one, I'll give the Bengals linebacker credit. Like
was a hell of a play.
He made a really nice play to pick that.
He almost took it to the house.
He did, yeah.
He was tightrope walking that line.
Yeah, he made a really nice play. Maybe Rock was a little lazy on that pass, but yeah, that was a nice play by him.
It's just speaking of Jimmy G, it's like those kind of picks were kind of like Jimmy G picks.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if he's just he's lost his confidence or not, but I think the bye probably couldn't come at a better time for the 49ers. They're going to get a chance to catch their breath a little bit.
Right. But I do think, like, going into the bye, 3 straight is not. I don't think, like, as a team, it's like, dude, you're going into the bye with a really sour taste in your mouth.
For sure, but now you get 2 weeks to be pissed off about it and work on some things and hopefully come out of it.
I feel that
guns blazing.
But then you gotta play the Seahawks, who are currently in first place.
Yeah.
Of the NFC West.
Yeah.
And then you guys play the Jags after that. The Jags are rolling right now.
No, we play Jags.
The Jags first.
Jags first. Seahawks we actually don't play till later. We don't play them till like the end of.
Is that right?
Or no, till the Thanksgiving game is not.
Oh, okay, excuse me. So Jags. That'd be a tough game.
Jags is going to be. The Niners actually have a very tough schedule going forward. Seahawks twice, Eagles of course, Jaguars. There's another one that I'm forgetting that's going to be tough in the NFC.
Cardinals could be a tough game, possibly. Didn't they play you tough? No.
Yeah, for a couple quarters, and the Niners put the foot on the gas pedal. I'm a little more concerned about the defense than I am really actually the offense.
Well, yeah, everyone's saying Nick Bosa got paid. Now he's fat and happy.
Well, I mean,
and he's getting doubled though every play.
Yeah, and they did bring up the stat that he actually leads the league in quarterback hits, which quarterback hits are not sacks. So,
but you're putting pressure.
But yeah, so it's not like he's not getting there. He's just
okay.
He's not getting there quite in time. So, with that being said, the fact that the Bengals put up 31 points on the Niners and had 2 turnovers inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they did.
So that could have been another at least 6 points, if not 14 points on the board.
The Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connection, it's got to be from college to pro. I mean, one of the all-time one-time greatest.
Yeah. No, it's a good one.
It's amazing how they were able to dominate college football for that. I mean, it was for a year.
Yeah.
Maybe the year before that, too.
Right.
But now it's just, it's honestly really cool. I bet you they're like best friends.
I would think so. I mean, at least from a football standpoint.
Yeah. It's like they have it. They have that connection.
They do. They really do. No, it is fun to watch.
They should try to keep those 2 guys in the same team for as long as they can. Yeah, you might lose Higgins. And
T. Higgins is probably going to not be a Bengal for too much longer.
And then you might even lose. I mean, Joe Mixon's not great. He's good. He's not great.
He
had a good game yesterday.
Yeah.
Sitting on my bench pretty.
Realistically, he's an aging running back, so he's probably going to be gone the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Bengals actually kind of look like they are back in a way. I hate that term. I never thought they were toast after losing a few games early in the season.
It's funny how they're those team. They're that kind of team that can start.
Well, they did it last year too.
0-2 or like 1-3, and then they're like,
are we sure about that?
It's almost like Joe Burrow's bored, and he's like, okay, I'm really gonna start turning it on right now.
It's like they treat the first few games like the preseason.
Yeah. Speaking of Joe Burrow, you didn't have this in our notes. My player of the week is Joe Burrow.
Okay.
He was 28 for 32, 283 yards, 3 touchdown passes. He almost had the same amount of touchdown passes as incompletions. He also had 19 consecutive completions, which was the best so far in his young career.
That was pretty impressive. He was carving it up.
And not to mention, he was the second leading rusher of the team, 43 yards rushing.
Nah, he had some good scrambles actually.
Not too bad. He's just, man, I just wish he was the Cowboys quarterback. I just really do.
I think a lot of people wish he was their quarterback.
and I think for you as a Niner fan, and even if the Cowboys are playing the Bengals in that situation, you would think we just don't have they have the better. Our quarterback is just not this guy.
Yeah. I think that's in this day and age. That's kind of what it comes down to. It's like the quarterback can be the difference maker. That's why the Chiefs have won a couple Super Bowls in the last handful of years and been to the Super Bowl multiple times.
Because it's glaringly obvious in that game yesterday between the Niners and the Bengals that Brock Purdy is the second best quarterback.
Oh yeah, easily. There's not a question about that. My player of the week, kind of a random one, but I'm going to give it to Will Levis, who made, I believe, his first career start for the Titans.
I like that pick.
Didn't light it up as far as yards, only 238, but had 4 touchdown passes in the game.
I'm losing my fantasy matchup this week because DeAndre Hopkins had a career game. So thanks, Will Levis. You're on my shit list.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, 4 catches, 3 touchdowns.
I mean, that's
almost Randy Moss did.
Which that game was against the
Falcons?
No. Cowboys. On Thanksgiving.
Oh, that game.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, the Randy Moss game.
They were not good 20 years ago on Thanksgiving against Randy Moss.
Yeah. Okay.
How did our picks go last week?
Let's find out.
Mine probably. I got one right, didn't I? No.
How'd you do, Gagers?
How did I do?
Yes, 1 and 2.
Hey.
-2 $200.
Hey-o.
That was easy.
Not really.
Your 1W was a nice, clean, easy win for the Minnesota Vikings against the Packers.
Love those even picks.
Yep. You did lose, of course, on the Rams, like we already talked about, against the Cowboys, and then the Chiefs, which was like we talked about already too. A little surprise against the Broncos.
Kind of like how you're saying about the Eagles. The Chiefs usually cover.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe it's just when I pick them.
Not this one. Not this one.
I went 3-0. I'm feeling good.
Did
right
you?
now. I did.
Dude, fuck yeah. Good for you.
Got all 600. I think I jokingly said that last week, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
My rookie of the year, Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown.
Hey, look at that.
He's not going to win it. He got it in the stands.
Damn, he got up there. That's a tall wall. Oh, damn, he's like really in the stands.
Oh, he's there.
Start walking up, dude.
Up.
He's back in. He's back.
He's good. He's good.
So yes, I had Philly cover 6.5 points. They covered by 1/2 of a point. Love that. Seattle also did the same. They were -3.5, won by 4.
Go Seahawks.
Fuck yeah, dude. Just kidding. And then Bengals +3.5. They won outright. Easy W. Easy $600 in the bag for Emerson.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Gage, you're now 12 and 12, -$200. I am 15, 8 and 1, plus
Wow.
900.
Look at you, boy.
Cha-ching, baby.
Look at you.
Cha-ching. Yeah, pour yourself out. Something nice.
You know, I gotta say, I kind of like doing this from now on.
Yeah?
Like a little neat.
Feel the burn.
It's not bad.
So moving on to our picks for week 9.
Yes.
I'm going to take the Bengals -3 with my $300 pick. I really don't like any of my picks this week.
I don't like any of the options. Picking it this early, picking games before the week is even over.
I know,
It's tough.
It's not fair. Not fair. But yes, Bengals -3 at home versus the Buffalo Bills.
Da Bills.
Da Bills. My $200 bet. Hate this one as well. Chargers -3. -3 against the Jets. I think they're actually on the road.
I almost picked this game.
Yeah. So yeah, -3 against the Jets.
The primetime Chargers.
Really, just that game's gonna suck.
Just like how the Giants-Jets game sucked.
That game was sick.
You
dude.
almost got your first tie of the year.
It's kind of close.
It's just the 3 ties is not looking good right now.
It's not gonna happen.
There's still plenty of games to be played.
I think there's gonna be one still for sure. But
You said 3.
I said 3. Just
Oh,
to be-
that's a wild hair up your ass pick right there.
for sure. I mean, need to add some juice to the show, you know. Last pick is gonna be the Seahawks +5.5 at the Ravens. Seahawks have been impressive, actually. Better than I thought they would be.
First place in the NFC West.
Yeah, and they have a pretty solid defense. See if they can handle Lamar.
Ooh, I think that's.
It's a tough
I'm going
ask.
to eat my words, but I think that's a bad pick.
Fuck you, dude.
All my picks are going to be good, so it's not.
Yeah, you got $600 in the bag right there.
In
So-
the bank. You might as well put it in there right now.
yeah, just type it in.
I'm picking the Eagles against my Cowboys -3. This just has the makings of the Cowboys losing. It just does.
Yeah, I mean that's a valid pick.
In Philly, Mike Trout will be there because he hasn't played in October. Bradley Cooper will be there because
Boom.
He's Bradley Cooper. He's
Yeah.
a Birds fan.
Okay, Barrett's. Who else? Ryan
Should
Reynolds.
I see if Moffitt wants to watch this game?
You really want to hear that guy?
Well, if the Cowboys win, it'll be great.
That
But
would
if
be
they
nice.
but if they lose, 2 thumbs down.
Even if the Cowboys win, he'll find a way to spin it and be like, "Oh, it's not playoffs."
Yeah,
dude."
yeah, we'll see you in January.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm picking my $200 bet. Las Vegas Raiders -3 against the New York Giants. Who's playing quarterback? Saquon? I don't know.
Yeah, Wildcat baby. Hey, look at the Dolphins back in like 06 or whatever that was.
I don't love that pick, but it makes the most sense.
I mean, that game's gonna suck too.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And then I'm going against you, my $100 bet. I am picking the Buffalo Bills to go on the road in Cincinnati +3 to beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
Damar Hamlin revenge game. Sorry. That's not actually not funny.
It's not funny. But I do think, but we were talking about how, it's a little weird that the Bills and Bengals are playing again at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Or was that game in Cincinnati last year? Do we know?
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. NFL schedule's got a funny formula. I don't write it.
Those are my picks. That's $600 in the bank. Just put it in there now. You'll thank me later.
Chalk it up. Oh.